If you're a vibe coder or you code with AI and you want to make sure everything's working well from a security perspective, one of the things to consider, the many security things to talk about, IDOR. Have you heard of it? IDOR stands for Insecure Direct Object Reference. Obviously, if you don't code or you're not technical, actually, even if you are technical, it's not like it really means much. But, whoa, I almost lost half a watermelon. Best way to think about IDOR is like this. Let's say you go to a hotel and you check in, and the lovely person behind the desk checks you in, and maybe it's late, and whoever it is just wasn't concentrating well enough, and she said, or he said, you know, your room is room 112. But on the keypad, they program a different number room that they do 212 instead of 112. So they were off just by one digit. That one digit has a huge ramification because that's not your room, it's someone else's room. So you could potentially walk into someone else's room when you should have walked into 212, when you should have walked into 112. And what happened was the door let you in to room 212 because it just says, well, you've got a key to this number, so you can let you in. But what it didn't do was it didn't do another verification to say, hang on a minute, someone's already in here. Are you sure you should also have access to this? That's basically IDOR. You could have an API that does a lookup of a user or some record, and that record may be based on a numbering system. So you could have like API/user/001 or 002, 003 for each user that gets created in your app. If you wanted to try this, you could then just, in the web address, change the user number, or in your lookup, if you're doing a curl request or something to the API, change the number from 002 to 003 and see if it lets you have access. Because it checks that that object reference, the number exists, but it's not doing any other check. So that's why it becomes an insecure direct object reference. You should have a conversation with AI, of course, to say, hey, how do we know that we are not concerned about IDOR issues? It can then go off and look at the code base and analyze it and say, let me look at the code base and see what I come up with.